Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. Taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Florida's offense will start this game off with the football. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterback, breaks free! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Titans offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Beebe. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Titans will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, better look out! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The return by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
That's a bad job in pass protection. I almost give the quarterback some credit because I think he knew where he was on the field. He knew he was going to get sacked for a safety. He was doing everything he could to just go down at his own 1-yard line to avoid giving up the 2 points.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Titans will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it. You can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Beebe. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it in at the 40. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Working on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Gators are in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Florida! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take.
Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Here on 3rd down.
3rd down coming.
To the air, it's Beebe. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Titans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Titans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. Looking for a deep man. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Looking to throw, it's Horn. He'll take the deep shot. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Steps away to find some room. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the